Okay. Hiya, I'm Asha. I've called my presentation Porthleven, a cabinet of curiosity, because that's what it is. On my first morning there, I took this photo. I woke up, went on a 6 a.m. walk to follow the sunrise, go and find it behind the hills. Came across this really weird, curious place of all these life-size dolls and figures and artworks and masks and objects. These objects of curiosity. Thought I'd share that. So typically, I'm a visual artist that works with sculpting and doll making, hence my mention of dolls there. I'm painting and drawing and printmaking. Now I've found myself writing poetry or creative writing and doing a bit of filming of objects, so I'll share a quick piece with you. She rises and she falls and rises and falls and rises and falls. Up and down, bobbing boats move under her authority. Upon her slow, lowering motion, she reveals to me many objects of curiosity. These offerings I collect in awe. I think that I possess them, but really they possess me through their tempting textures, captivating colours, and sea-soaked surfaces. These offerings she gave to me with full intentionality, knowing my creative ability to see and embrace their history in Porthleven, a cabinet of curiosity. So, as I mentioned about being a doll maker, um, I love the act of making dolls with found objects because I think in the act of personifying them, I understand and I learn things about the objects. So this driftwood I collected on the harbour at low tide, collaboratively collected with Sam from Falmouth. I found that in the act of making that the doll is still the doll, or the wood that it's made of, is still soaked with the salty seawater. It's still damp with the life of the sea, damp with provenance, with the place it came from, and it's probably got an origin before being in the sea. And in the act of making this doll, I found myself having to remake it and reconstruct it because it fall apart, and so constantly re-exploring the fabric of the doll, the materials, the malleability, lack of malleability in it. It's wrapped with thread and wool, silk wool that I bought in the shop opposite the harbour called Pisky Cove and the Crafty Crabs. So I named the doll Pisky. Some bits of bookmaking, fabric scraps, and pencil on the face, and a teddy bear eye. It's interested in this kind of accumulation of all these odd objects into this one form. I think in personifying it, it'd be exciting to see if it could become a narrative object, a narrative sculpture. Could I end up collaboratively writing about the doll? Could the doll start speaking, return to its provenance, return to the harbour, and start speaking across the harbour? Could I film that? Could I film the doll speaking? Really excited to see, and I'd like to go and collect more, make more of them, and write more. There's some bits of collaboration, so throwing the seaweed I collected on the harbour back into the sea, returning it to its provenance. Didn't want to stink up the train on the way back with the smell of seaweed.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we all threw it back in a lovely childish moment of joy. And here I got a picture of Agatha with an object that I found, a little old chain. She was like, "Oh, it's kind of like an eye." I got everyone to play with objects collaboratively when we were away. And I've been talking with two people. So with Sam from Falmouth and with Jenny from Baswell, who obviously does all her writing. I've been in conversation with both of them about collaborating, and whether that's I collaborate with one of them or with both of them even, creating some sort of narrative environment that narrates tales of provenance across the harbour and the objects that the water that she washes up to us, and making these dolls and personifying the objects in that manner, and having some assistance from them in writing and filming and thinking. So yeah, feel free to pause here and have a look at some of the ideas that we've got together. Thank you.